Hey guys, Mel here, and today I wanted to cover a quick hack on how to launch different courses depending on your screen size. So this has been a hot topic for a few years, responsive design, and we're not going to cover responsive design today, but this is more of a way just to launch two different versions of a course, a mobile version of a course and a non-mobile version, so say a course for a desktop, depending on your screen size, and this will make it really easy for your users. They won't have to think about what button to click or anything like that. It will automatically launch the course depending on their size. So as you can see here on the screen, I'm going to be showing you how to do this with a storyline course. You can of course do this with any type of file that you have. I also wanted to discuss for a mobile course, you might have bigger buttons on it, the navigation might be different, and then your other course might be full screen, you might have smaller text. There's things that are going to be different in those two types of courses. So this is a great example of how to utilize this hack for launching those two different types of courses. So what we're going to go ahead and do is get started, and once again I'm going to be using the Sublime text editor to edit some of this code here, and I'm going to be able to send you guys this file so that you can edit it yourself and customize it how you want to. So the first thing that we're going to do, I'm going to show you part of the design that I created and worked with Bootstrap to create. So Bootstrap's a framework that I'm using that just makes it a lot easier and quick for me to develop. And as you can see here, I have two different buttons. One is for a desktop course, a course that you would take on your desktop, and one is for one that you might take on mobile. I was just like playing around in JavaScript after work today, and I didn't get to create two separate courses for you guys, so I'm going to use two different sizes of courses that I have created in the past. But they're both based on coffee, so they do have that in common. So I'm going to go ahead and show you, and I have these launching in the same window, but you can definitely have them launch in a different window. This would be the one that I would do for mobile because I have a smaller screen size, as you can see here. So they're just clicking on these mugs. And then if I go back for the desktop version, you're going to see this espresso matchmaker that I created a while back. So what we're going to go ahead and do is I'm going to show you guys how to hide and display these buttons based off the screen size. So our end goal today is when we shrink the screen down, you're only going to see the mobile course button, and when you have the screen big, you're going to only see this desktop course button. So it will be seamless to the user's experience, and you're only going to be the one that knows the difference between these two. So what we'll go ahead and do in Sublime is I'm going to give you guys this file to start with. So what I've done is I've created just a basic page here from snippets from Bootstrap's website, and you can go ahead and fill in this header tag here and fill in this paragraph for a description of your course. And then down here in this div row in between these columns here, we have two different buttons. So these are the two buttons you're seeing. And what we're going to do is we're going to toggle these buttons on and off. This is something that you can also do with JavaScript, but today we're just going to do it with some CSS and media queries. So let's get started. I'm going to give you guys this index file and you can fill out everything. So we're not going to actually change anything in the index file. What we're going to do is we're going to change things in our CSS file. So the cascading style sheet we're going to open up here. And as you can see here in this background URL for the body, I have a picture from Unsplash. You can go ahead and change that background picture to anything that you like. And then you can also change the picture of that white border that I have going around there, the container. So I have it set to white, and my buttons are also white. So you can see here, this is white. You can change it to a different color using a hex code. So that right there. And then I just have an ID for my buttons, and that just gives them a little bit of space from the top little container up there, and I just have them floating left. So what we're going to do next is we want to have the buttons toggle on and off depending on your size of your screen. So what we do is we use media queries for this, and what the media query is going to say is up here it's going to be if your screen size is smaller than this 992 pixels, we're going to display the mobile button. But if it's larger, we want to display that desktop button. So what we want to do is we want to use some code for this, some CSS. And I've already created that and also give you guys that code too, and you'll be able to customize it for yourself. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and pull some of that. So the first code that I'm going to use is for my desktop. And what I want to do is in my mobile version, because I'm doing mobile at the top here, so this is anything lower than 992 pixels for your screen. I want the desktop button, and this is the ID for that button on the HTML, to display as none. So we're basically telling this button we don't want to see you. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and save this and just make sure I have the index saved, and let's just test this out. So when I refresh the screen, we should only see the mobile. Great. So this is awesome. So that's saying that we're only going to see the mobile. So what about if we resize the screen and to much smaller? What's going to happen? Let's see. Nothing. So what we want to do is we want to go ahead and add the extra CSS to the media query because we want to show the desktop and we want to get rid of the mobile. So what we're going to do is we're going to add the IDs down here. And so what this is saying is for the mobile version is when the min width is 992 pixels on the screen, we don't want to display the mobile button. But what we want to do is we do want to display that desktop button that wasn't there. So we have the ID for the desktop button, and that's saying, okay, we want to display that on the screen then. So if we go ahead and save this, we should be able to see the difference. So we can see right now that we're over that min width, so it's showing the desktop. And what we want to see when we minimize it is only the mobile button. So when we go in, we should see the mobile button. And you can change the dimensions on this if you want to, just depending on the size of your mobile tablets or mobile phones. This is completely adjustable. But this is just a quick way to easily toggle the different courses. So when I click this button, I should be able to launch the mobile course. And then when I have it larger, I can open the larger course. I hope that was helpful. There's many other ways to do this. This is just one way. And let me know if you have any questions.